Hey guys, welcome back. This is the garden lady. So we're going to try something. I have to add a new tray to the European nightcrawler bin. And look at their cup of their juice. How much is full. I have to empty that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a pumpkin in there. I had this frozen and I took it out a few days ago and I let it defrost on my counter. And now you can see it has bubbles in it. It's getting gross. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this tray with leaves. I'm just gonna put dry leaves that I collected from outside. I'm gonna spritz them a little bit, and then we're gonna put this pumpkin in the middle, and we're gonna cover it, maybe up to here, and we're gonna see how long it's gonna take them to eat this. I've never put an entire pumpkin like this, but I'm pretty sure that I have enough euros in there that will be able to handle this. If I had two little worms, then it would be too much food, and then the system, I don't know, I would do something to the system. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys something. When I got my Worm Factory 360, it came with this, and it came with this. It says add half a cup. I never measure anything, so I just sprinkle it on, but do you guys ever use like any of this? I don't know. I think I'll give it a try. So we'll see what's going to happen with this. So I'll come back when I have it ready. So I put like a whole Walmart bag full of leaves in here. What I do is I like to crush them. It just helps the leaves to break down a little faster. And they're going to love this. Worms love leaves. That's why out there in the forest, you know, after the fall and the leaves just start disappearing, because I know it's the worms that just come up and eat it. If not, can you imagine the amount of worms, leaves we'd have out there if they didn't come up and eat them? So let's see. I think I'm going to put the pumpkin here now, and I'm probably going to add more leaves. One thing I am noticing when I'm uncovering these bins, these little pumpkin seeds that are sprouting, these little trees, I just can't get rid of them. Oh my gosh, they keep coming back and back and back. So that's probably gonna happen to the other pumpkin. But we're gonna just try it anyway. I don't know. I like experimenting with different things I've never tried. So they're looking pretty good though. Look at them all there. Now there's a lot of young euros in there, so I know that they are breeding in here, because there's a lot of babies. Look at that. Yeah, a lot of babies in here. Wow, they're doing good. So let's get the tray with the leaves. And open the hole in the middle. And we're gonna go get the gross pumpkin. Oh man, I hope it doesn't fall apart on me. Ew. Well, that's all bacteria. We all know that. So there, it fits perfect in there. So I'm going to add more leaves around, and we're going to see what's going to happen. So there we go. I covered the pumpkin with more leaves. I'm going to spray with just a little bit of water. You'll notice that when you wet your leaves, they smell like the damp earth outside. You ever go out on one of those summer mornings when there's leaves on the ground that just smells very earthy? That's what it smells like when you wet them. I like the smell. So we're going to tuck him in. Now this is the European nightcrawler bin. It's the worm tower. So we're going to see how long it's going to take them to eat this guy. I don't know. What do you think? I'm guessing a month, maybe. We'll see. And I think as the seeds start sprouting, the little trees start growing out, I'm just gonna pick them out and throw them out, because it seems like it's just never ending. But let's see what happens with this guy. Anyway, I hope you like this. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. I will keep you guys updated. So let's check on the red wigglers. My red wigglers are in this Worm Factory 360. Let's check and see how they're doing. All right. Looks like they're growing and eating everything I'm giving them. Over here we had a row of bananas I took out of the freezer. Well, banana skins. That's a good tip, guys. If you want to avoid fruit flies, anything you feed your worms, freeze it. And then when it's completely frozen, defrost it, bury it in your bin. You're not going to have fruit flies. Guess I must kill the eggs or something. It's a nice little wiggler. But yeah, they're eating. The bedding feels, it still feels moist. Not that wet though. Oh, a little piece of banana. Let's check this side. They look like they're eating everything. Now this bin, I thought it completely died and didn't have any worms in it. Just from neglect on my part, honestly. I worked so much I couldn't even look at them. But one day I opened it and I saw like little worms and I'm like, oh my gosh. I think that the babies or eggs that were left in here hatched. So they started populating it again. So then I decided to just bring it back. See, there's a little baby right there. There's little babies. And ever since then, I've been, you know, feeding them on a regular basis and giving them bedding. And yeah, they're making a comeback. See, look at that. They've made a comeback. It only took like a month. Oh, look, there's leftover pumpkin seeds in here. Yeah, red wigglers. They are small, but my gosh, do they have an appetite. So this bedding, it does feel a little bit dry. So we're going to give them some leaves from outside. And we're going to wet them down. And they'll love that. I like to crunch the leaves. That's one thing that I do have an abundance of. Sorry with the finger. Is fall leaves. There's just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I have so many. I just mow right over them because I don't know what to do with them. But every year I do save a couple of bags for the worms, you know, because it's just their favorite thing in the world. I like to crunch it like that. Red wigglers are also good for fishing if you're going to use those little teeny hooks and go fishing for teeny fish. But I think the best fishing worms are, you know, European nightcrawlers. I'm really, really in the mood to raise African nightcrawlers, though. I did, like, I think 10 years ago, 11 years ago. And man, they died. That's a whole nother story. But it's been a while. I think I'm going to attempt again. So there you go. Now I wet the leaves with them. And I have some worm chow here. And I just give them a sprinkle. Feeds them. They come up. Now, when I had just a little bit of worms in here, I would put a little bit of food. Now that I know their population is growing, I'm adding a little more. And if you remember in one of my previous videos, I bought some red wigglers from eBay and I added them here. It was like 50 of them or 100 of them, something like that. So we're going to wet the chow down. Anytime you give them worm chow, just give it a spritz and it'll help them, you know, eat it. One thing I noticed with the European nightcrawlers is their like juice cup here gets full of liquid. But the red wigglers, yeah, I don't know. I never see liquid down here. Look, there's even like a spider web. That's how little liquid is. I don't know. I don't remember if the open is this way or the open is this way. I don't know. I guess if it fills up and I check it out, I'll know. So in the spring, whew, when I start my seeds, I add half of worm casting and half of potting soil. And the plants do great. So hopefully by then this population would have increased a lot more, and then I could start adding another tray on top. So anyway, stay tuned guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like my channel. I'm really appreciating all the new subscribers that are on here. Love you guys. See you next time.